Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Monk is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Alperen Sengun out there with Dylan Brooks, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here's Levine, and stolen by Thompson. Brooks against DeRozan. Brooks misses. Monk outside. Pass to Murray. Over Green. And there's Murray on the assist by Monk.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Van Fleet, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And that one misses. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
He hits the second from the line.
Sabonis is a guy who works hard on both ends of the floor, and he does things the right way.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka. I asked him what plan he had, if any, for Zach LaVine. He said, my focus is making sure he doesn't get any easy shots. We have to contest every attempt. It's about mitigating the damage, not preventing it. So it looks like he'll settle for just making LaVine work as hard as possible. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now Van Vliet after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Here's Thompson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's Murray. Last game, 26 points. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Just 5 to shoot. Levine inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Brooks with a screen on Levine. Now that one from Van Vliet.
Ready to play rough inside. Van Fleet navigates the contact.
Murray outside. Levine against Green. To the inside. DeRozan inside. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Good, nice job down low. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's DeRozan. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Takes it inside. Good on the baseline, Jay.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
Pass to Şengün. Trying to find Green. He's got it now.
That is a tough contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. The Kings trail by 5. Bean passes to DeRozan. Over Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. DeRozan's got his second basket of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Back to Van Vliet. Driving in, and the layup's good off the glass. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Such a gutsy guard. I love Van Vliet. He has so much grit. He is fearless with his attack.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Houston making some changes. Smith checked in for Dylan Brooks. Tari Eason comes in for Amen Thompson. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And then for Sacramento, Arabia's checked in, and it's Ellis in for DeMar DeRozan. Now, here's Sabonis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. Now, Shepard. Pass to Green. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
Levine against Eason. Bean passes to Ellis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. There's Sabonis. It's rebounded by Şengün. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Eason. And Ellis with the block.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And then Carter with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Ellis against Green. Şengün with a screen on Ellis. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Rockets on top, up by 8. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Houston.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Outside, the wings are Green and Tate. Tari Eason is out there with Jabari Smith. And it's Shepard in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. There's Green with the three. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but, well, he sure muscled that one in.
Houston shooting their first foul shot of the night. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston. Monk's checked in for Sacramento.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Al Levine. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Ellis, the pass to LaRavia. Pass to Valanciunas. Levine with it. Jake covering. Clock is at 3. Monk for 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
This is a big reason why Monk is so important. It's his accuracy.
VanVleet looking around. Valanciunas pulls it down. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against San Antonio.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Now, here's Monk. He had 13 points in the win against Utah. Smith right side. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So for the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Tari Eason. Amen Thompson comes in for Tate. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Green. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Wiles kicks to Ellis. Pass to Wiles. Ellis outside. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Şengün with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. It reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Smith finds VanVleet. Şengün with a screen on Monk. VanVleet passes to Şengün. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Well, Şengün is a big man that is hard to handle.
Houston shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Alperon Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Şengün hits them both. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
Yep, that one goes in there. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 6. And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Inside.
I like the leadership DeMar DeRozan provides for his team. He's a steady veteran presence out there on that floor. He can motivate his guys even in really tough moments.
The Kings have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First free throw is good. The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player, a great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been an elite scorer since he picked up a basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. And Jalen Green subbed in for Cam Whitmore. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
DeRozan against Thompson. Sabonis' screen on Thompson. DeRozan's shot is off.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from DeRozan.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
Van Vliet, and it's good from the elbow. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the quarter.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And the first half is now in the books. Rockets lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Sacramento Kings.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
And taking a look at Sacramento, they've played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
The Kings trail by 11. On the court right now for the Kings, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Monk, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. Now here's VanVleet, following the missed shot by Sabonis. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He can get it down off the dribble or off the catch. Green is just a flat-out shooter.
And here is Monk. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Over Thompson. Brooks grabs the board. Houston leading by 13. Over in the corner, Green. Thompson outside. Pass to VanVleet. Now Şengün, defended by Sabonis.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now, here's Sabonis. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
Oh, man, with how skilled Sabonis is, you can't forget that this dude is giant. He's 6'11", 240. It is tough to knock him off his shot.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 13. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. 5th best, DeMar DeRozan.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
They give their teams an element that not every squad has. That kind of passing from the small forward spot allows an offense to be much more free-flowing.
That free throw missing.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Good on the second free throw. Rockets leading by 12. Here's VanVleet. 16 points for him. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Sabonis. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. On the wing, Murray. Here's LaVine. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Smart hoop by Levine. With how many teams defend him, he'll get his shot all day.
And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score, and when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Now, here's Monk. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet, Monk kicks to LaVine. And there's the drive. VanVleet against Monk. 4 on the shot clock. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And with a break here, let's look at the stats for DeRozan. Averaging about 22 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith has checked in, and a change for the Kings. Ellis has checked in. Pass to LaVine. DeRozan against Thompson. Good D by Thompson. Houston leading by 7. Smith outside. They get it back. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. And he gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Domantas Sabonis.
Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. LaVine dishes to Murray. Ellis against Green. Murray for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Murray's got 5 now.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Smith with a screen on Ellis. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Certain times you can tell when a player is going to shoot the ball, and you can see that from Green on his way up the floor.
Brooks against DeRozan. Brooks grabs the board. Rockets leading by 9. Here's Thompson. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. DeRozan scanning the floor. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Down low and stolen by Murray. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And stolen by Thompson.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Murray. Green, no luck. The third quarter comes to a close. Houston on top, up by 9. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. And Van Vliet out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Capable of very big nights. Van Vliet has the ball in his hands a lot, and that can turn into buckets.
Monk finds a bonus. Back to Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Şengün with a screen on Ellis. Here's Whitmore. He's guarded by Ellis. Van Vliet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
No good on that one. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
The Kings making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and he's good on the second.
From G League to a big-time player, Van Vliet's journey is nothing short but inspirational.
Carter against Van Vliet. Monk kicks to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's Carter missing.
Ooh, I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Smith the pass to Van Vliet. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Ellis outside. Pass to Wiles. To the paint. The 9-foot shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's 7 points for Sabonis.
This is where you get Sabonis the ball. He's going to reward you for feeding him.
Şengün with the ball. Back to Van Vliet. Over Carter. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 8. Carter finds Monk. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
A guy who loves to play at a quick pace. Monk's speed and tenacity can make him very difficult to guard.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Free throw drops for Monk. So for the Rockets. Brooks checked in for Smith. Amen Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Cam Whitmore. Sacramento also making some changes. Maurice checked in for Lyles. DeRozan comes in for Ellis. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Carter. And Monk drops them both. Houston leading by 6. Van Vliet passes to Green. Now, here's Şengün. Thompson outside. Pass to Brooks. Beyond the arc. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson comes with the double team. DeRozan against Thompson. Fader on the way. DeRozan gets the bucket.
We've seen him do this before. DeMar DeRozan, we are accustomed to watching him take and make huge shots.
Now here's Van Vliet. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Van Vliet's got 21.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
DeRozan inside. He's covered by Thompson. And it's DeRozan missing. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
This is what Green loves to do. Getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
Timeout, Sacramento. Ed Van Vliet really making a difference here.
This timeout gives them a chance to strategize because whatever the game plan they have, it's not working.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Thompson against DeRozan. Over Thompson. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from DeMar DeRozan.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Now here's Green. Shot from 16. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks. Houston leading by 8. Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. And some nice passing there by Houston. Green taking his time here. And it's Green slamming it down.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Kings trail by 10. Here's DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Van Vliet finds Green. Here he goes. No dice from 9 feet out. And for Sacramento, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Levine against Green. Sabonis' screen on Green. Levine wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Houston with it. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Lets it go with a 3. That doesn't go either for Green.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Oh, Van Vliet. So Houston wins it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Fred VanVleet.